We at Cretor's congratulate you for choosing the art of popcorn making. As most of you already know, popcorn is the most delicious food in the entire universe. Cretor's has led the world in popcorn technology for years. Some of you even have the One Pop technology. But what is One Pop? Some say the idea was borrowed from the ancient Egyptians. While others hold that it came from another world altogether. But the truth is, the technology came from the fine staff of engineers at Cretor's. What's really important is that the One Pop makes your job simpler by giving you the power to make popcorn with just the touch of a button. No matter what Cretor's machine you have, they all pop a delicious batch of Cretor's popcorn that your customers keep coming back for. There's no doubt about it that the Cretor's popcorn machine is one of the most important tools that you use in your job. But do you know how much one of those machines cost?
Anywhere up to $200.
Way off, Randy.
Somewhere up to maybe $300.
That's a stupid guess, Randy.
Somewhere up to $15,000.
Wow. That's exactly right, Randy.
This machine costs more than my car.
Good point, Randy, and you would never misuse your car in a way that could get you or others hurt, would you?
Well, not unless I was taking out Cindy Jerkin.
Just agree with me.
Probably not,
Thank
no.
you, Randy.
My car is not a toy.
And
I must always remember the simple steps required to make a delicious tasting batch of popcorn with my Cretor's popcorn popping machine.
Attaboy, Randy, I'm truly impressed. Your mother was right. When you apply yourself, you could be a very bright young man.
I want to be a doctor.
You could be a lawyer.
I could be a lawyer and a doctor and a spacetronaut.
It's astronaut, you boob. Now, boob, do you know the simple steps it takes to make a delicious batch of Cretor's popcorn?
Yes, but first I need to begin every day by switching on all the switches required for popcorn production.
Look at you, switch on those switches like a big boy. And what's the first step, Randy?
First step's simple. I just add the corn and the salt to the kettle.
Randy, don't get too close to that kettle. You'll burn your fat face. Now, push the oil dispensing button.
I don't have an oil dispensing button.
That's right, Randy. You have the magical One Pop button. Just push that instead. Isn't that fun, Randy? And what about the third step, Randy?
Oh, the third step is easy. When the popcorn stops popping, I dispense it into the machine.
And now you've gone through all the steps to make a delicious batch of popcorn.
Wait a minute, mister. You forgot step 4.
Step 4?
Eating the popcorn! Yeah!
You can't eat popcorn on the job. Well, you sure know your way around that Cretor's machine.
It was easy. It would take a real moron to goof this up.
It sure would, but it's really important to do these steps in the correct order.
Really? Why?
Well, Randy, I'm glad you asked. Come with me. Randy, meet one of the world's foremost popcornomaticians. Ask him why.
Why?
Well, Randy, the most important thing to remember is to follow correct procedure. Otherwise, you'll have a huge fat fire all over your huge fat face. Remember, put the corn in first, and then the oil. Remember, put the corn in first, and then the oil.
Why?
Well, Randy, I'm glad you asked. Switch places with me. It's extremely dangerous to pour oil onto a hot kettle without anything on it first. You see, when temperatures reach this height that they reach, other temperatures involving potassium permanganate and certain hydrochloric acids can erupt voraciously into a nasty little plume of gas. Certain... Just push the green button, Randy.
Three things will happen before a kettle fire starts. 1. The kettle is extremely hot. 2. Smoke will billow out of the kettle. And 3. The steps will have not been done in the correct order. In case of a fire, first, turn off all the production switches. These are the same switches you turned on before you started that batch of popcorn. Second, use a fire extinguisher. There should be one nearby. If there's not, run and get one. And third, close the lid. It suffocates the fire. When fire does not receive oxygen, it can't build.
And remember, Randy, as soon as you've contained the fire, go quickly and inform the management staff. Very important, inform the management staff so that they can fire you.
Wow, that sure was dangerous.
You're right, Randy, extremely dangerous. Remember, if you don't follow correct procedure, the theatre may have to be evacuated, and you could face severe embarrassment and possibly even be fired.
I don't want to be fired. Thanks, Professor.
Call me sometime.
I really need this job. I need the money for gas for my car and pants and shoes and shirts and socks and coat. All right, let me make sure I got this all straight. Step 1, I put the corn and the salt into the kettle. Step 2, I press the oil dispenser button or the one pop button, look to make sure the oil's going into the kettle, and close the lid. Step 3, when the corn is done popping, I dump it all into the bin. And step 4, we eat the popcorn! Yeah!
Randy, you've done excellent today. There are a lot of people that are proud of you. The inventors of the one-pop technology, the trained engineering staff at Cretor are very proud of you. And so are the space creatures, and the ancient Egyptians. And you know what, Randy? Your mother and I are very proud of you. I'll see you at home. And I'll see the rest of you at the movies.